out there once again. Jersey Joe, I am your familiar, powerful, and maybe a little pucker up kissing edition of the Brew. Yes, I've already had a little bit of beer in my system. Try to say that 3 times fast in a row. We put some crazy questions out on social media. It's bar talk like always, and we're going to ask you, so for $1,000, would you work a carnival kissing booth? Would you do it for $1,000? The consequences doesn't matter. Would you do it? Would that $1,000 be worth it to you? Lots of you had lots to say this one on social media. We want your comments live right now. I want to join our live viewers that are out there right now on social media. I invite you to hit us up, Jersey50, I94091 on Twitter and social media as well. Joel, let's go to you first. So for $1,000, would you work that carnival kissing booth?
No. You have to think about the people that go to carnivals. And I'm not just talking about like families with kids. I'm talking about like rednecks with like 4 teeth and diseases. And those diseases that you don't want inside your body or anywhere near it. And yeah, for that reason, I'm going to have to decline.
So you're not puckering up for kids and families also. Well, we had a person chime in on social media that I agree with, so I'm going to read. It's Cool Papa 654 wrote it and said, I guess it depends on how the festival and for how long. Victoria's Secret Talent Search Festival, Hooters Swimsuit Calendar Festival, hashtag sign me up, World's Strongest Man Festival, and no thanks. So would I do it for $1,000? Well, like he says, depending on what kind of festival it is. But yes, I would for $1,000. You know what? There's a lot of things people do for $1,000. You know what? There's a lot of worse things you can do for $1,000 too. I mean, it's not like prostitution. You're not going that far. You're just puckering up and kissing people. I mean, I've never worked a carnival before. I'd even sit in a dunk tank for $1,000. But for kissing, although I think you're right though, I would definitely be worried about what type of clientele are coming up to me and would want to make out.
You don't get to pick.
Well, I know that's the problem. You don't get to pick it, especially if you're being paid $1,000 salary. And of course, as you know, there's going to be other consequences. You go ahead and do this too. You got to think, oh, do they have, some type of lip fungus? Are they wearing chapstick? Because that's what you want to do if you're doing this out in the desert. You got some, grandma coming up with these old chapped lips, that are pretty much like making out with sandpaper. Nobody wants that.
All right, let's get to a few more of your viewer comments.
Yeah, I know, because you guys got a bunch of them, so let's get to it right now, because it's like Maja Coop writes in and says, I'd have to say no. All I would be thinking about is where has their mouth been? Oh, wait, and our live viewer, Captain Rehab writes in and says, I want Granny. Congratulations on that. Luke Funk writes in and says, I wouldn't pay more than $100 to work it. Oh, that's a good point there. And Bologna says, $1,000 is $1,000. Anything. Bring on the spit and a Breva. And HMP Photography 95 says, I'm millennial. I'd do just about anything for $1,000. Okay, Joel, you're a millennial, but you're not doing anything for $1,000. But do you think, like, maybe if people that don't have a lot of money, it's like a pretty good paying job?
Yeah, that's a clear indicator that you need help. You need a better job.
I don't know, $1,000 working it for a few hours, though, that's not a bad payday. It's certainly easier to deal with than, like, dealing with people or being, like, a restaurant worker or fast food driver or something.
Yeah, that's a better idea. I think if you're super desperate, you're okay with just getting any regular disease, go for it.
Our live viewer just wrote in saying, Joel, that you would massage a man for $1,000. Would you?
Nah. Sorry. I wouldn't.
Let's get to more of your comments right now because Tybox writes in and says, $1,000 should just cover the medical costs for treating mononucleosis. I'm in. Greg says it rhymes with jerpies. Oilers John, probably catch hepatitis. And Rockford Guitar says, sounds like an invitation to a lifetime herpes infection. Yucky, gross. But that's a question too, though. I mean, if you're going to get like an infection, I guess it is going to be better. Wouldn't you want it upstairs better than getting it downstairs?
No, not either one. Either one is acceptable now.
Well, no, nobody wants either one. But I mean, one is probably easier cure than others. One is probably...
If this question comes up on your questionnaire for the job, just decline the job.
Right. But the question is, I guess one is easier to like cover and treat, depending on where it is. You know what I mean? That's off topic, though. Let's go back on topic with more of your comments right now, because Vamos Yankee says, sure, not sure the missus would approve, though. And April G702 says, when I kiss a guy, I melt like putty. It's so special. I can't be bought. I just grab him tight and it's over. So no, not this bitch. Kissing is so personal. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I guess, does that change your answer if you are in a relationship?
I guess it depends on the relationship. Some people are okay with it, some aren't.
And our live viewers asking for $1,000, what if it was Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, that would be pretty amazing, but no.
Ooh, still no. Can't buy the guy for $1,000. Look, I mean, if you are in a relationship, you're probably not going to want to go work kissing booths. I don't think somehow that can be conducive to a good relationship, even if it's for charity. I somehow don't think that your stranger's going to want you coming home with like all different kinds of lipstick and stuff on your face. The only person who could get away with this, remember Richard Dawson from Family Feud? He kissed all the women. That man probably kissed more women on TV than anybody, so he would do it for, what was his paycheck was a couple $1 million. So, game show host is one thing, but I don't know. Like I said, if you're in a relationship, I think that would definitely destroy the relationship.
Okay.
All right, so one other question is, so if you were at this carnival and say it's your family walked up, it's a relative, it is grandma, your mom, would you kiss them if you were working that booth, or would you let them see you working that booth?
I'm not working the fucking booth, so there's no real...
I mean, well, what I'm getting at is, I think, like, if, say, my family saw me doing that, my mom is so strict, she would probably just lose it. What the hell are you doing? Kind of a deal like that. So I don't think that's ever really an option. And fortunately, in this day and age of, like, rules and regulations and health codes and laws, I don't think this kind of booth will ever happen.
No, I could see somebody doing it at some point. It'll probably be like a kiss on the cheek or something like that, but yeah, I can definitely see people doing this for money.
I think you can only probably get away with it in this day and age if you sign some type of waiver. I think it's one of those kind of deals. But let's go to the poll right now because it's interesting. You guys voted on this one. So for $1,000, would you work a kissing booth at a carnival? 63% of you, no surprise there. 37% of you said yes, though. So either 37% of you are brave or 37% of you are liars. Because I think in the vast majority of things, as you can tell by my answer, Joel's answer, I don't think people are going to want to really work a kissing booth.
Joe would get me too at a kissing booth with his luck.
Oh, I know. You know what? If you're going to go to a carnival, like I said, I'd rather work the dunk tank. I'll go and make candy apples or something. I'm more than happy. I'll work the Girl Scouts booth and sell their little candies, or their cookies that are going on right now. There's a lot better things you could do for carnivals to help support your local community. So there you go on that. So we hope you enjoyed this rather unusual but yet fascinating topic. Click on a subscribe button down below. There's always lots more going on here. And on Thursdays, Kicking Back with Jersey Joe, it's elevator small talk. The next time you get in an elevator, you've got things to talk about from funny and crazy elevator small facts. For example, did you know where the first elevator was installed and why they can only go so high? It's actually something very interesting that you can talk about next time you're in an elevator Thursday on Kicking Back with Jersey Joe. And no making out in that elevator either, and that definitely won't get you $1,000, especially if you happen to get in that thing with your boss.
Yeah, but you still might get a promotion.
Depending on who they are, yeah, in this day and age, you're probably right. But one thing you're also right, tune in for the Brew here each every week. Jersey Joe, eye on the box over there saying thanks for watching. And as always, we'll see you next time, I hope.